Can't wait till they open up the other part of it. That's where it's all at.
Ron Echols and Mike Bonacci know a lot
They surrounded Quezon with 40,000 troops.
about the U.S. Marines.
Hill 881 South.
As docents at the National Museum of the Marine Corps, they are full of knowledge, not by studying, but firsthand experience.
We became pretty good buddies.
The Vietnam veterans served in the same unit, side by side.
Just about everybody in our platoon was either 18 or 19 years old.
Exactly.
We were old men. We were in our 20s.
Marines are fighting for one another in those foxholes.
Sergeant Echols and Lieutenant Bonacci immediately took a liking to each other.
He had his pulse on the platoon. He knew what was going on better than I did in terms of personnel matters.
But their bond was broken 3 months into their friendship.
It was December 8th of '67.
Mike was up at the front of the column, and there was a big explosion and black smoke and dirt. And I got on the radio and I said, "Who was that?"
Mike walked into a booby trap.
I actually thought his foot was gone because it was nothing but a bloody mess.
Shrapnel tore into the then 23-year-old. The brush with death ended Mike's tour. Before a helicopter whisked Mike away, he handed his watch to Ron.
I was leaving, knew I wasn't coming back. And it was a way of leaving something behind, I guess.
I don't want your watch. He said, "It ain't going to do me any good in the hospital." He said, "You keep it." I said, "I'll give it back to you next time I see you."
Ron would survive many more months under fire. Mike would make a full recovery.
What I'm holding is a Western Union telegram that was delivered to my parents.
The close friends lost touch. Years would pass, but Ron always remained curious. An internet search would lead the Midlothian man north.
I couldn't believe it was 50 miles apart. He's in Fredericksburg, I'm in Richmond.
Mike was stunned.
Until he called me, I had no idea he was still alive.
Oh, it was fabulous, you know. He came in, I shook his hand and hugged him.
But Ron had a surprise. He needed to return a favor,
There it is.
replacing an original that disappeared long ago.
In my mind, I did owe him a watch.
A gesture that touched this battle-hardened Marine.
The watch it's now part of my duty uniform here at the museum.
Is the smallest of the armed forces.
Now that Mike and Ron are reunited, the watch is coming in handy.
Well, the camaraderie is nothing like it.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
As these two Marines catch up on lost time.
Well, I think it's great. I got a friend here, you know. I mean, these other people working here are acquaintances, but I didn't serve in combat with them. They're not my brother. Mike is.
With the National Museum of the Marine Corps closed during the coronavirus pandemic, Mike and Ron's duties as docents has been suspended for the time being. But the Marine buddies are staying in touch through phone calls and emails. For Heroes Among Us, I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.